Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. So this morning I was watching a video that talked about a New York Times article where they were dissuading people from going down rabbit holes, in other words, critical thinking. And I have trouble with that one. I am a rabbit hole person. I'm going down rabbit holes all the time, and I'm not even talking about current events. I'm talking about I could go look up an art technique, and I will go down a rabbit hole, and look at this face. Oh, just down that rabbit hole. Or it could be a recipe that I'm looking up. It doesn't matter. Oh, speaking of recipes, we might be doing a video today or tomorrow on how I make struffoli. Struffoli is something I used to make for my boys when they were little at Christmas time. I haven't made it in years, but now I have a great nephew who I know will enjoy it, so I'm going to make it. Anyways, so I've been thinking about that a lot. And they were really, really pushing that. Not to, don't investigate too much. It should take you like 60 seconds to, look into something. I was like, what? 60 seconds? No. It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you're on. You should always be looking at both sides. You should always be hearing both sides. It's the only way to make an informed decision. So this article by the New York Times makes me a little bit suspect. I'm going to try to remember to put the link to the video I watched below. I did not, and I will admit this, I did not look up the article, at least not yet. But this, I hear this, it gets me thinking. So, if it's true, and they are trying to dissuade people from critical thinking, which is going down rabbit holes, is it something you'd really want to do? I mean, do you really want to not look into things when you hear something? I don't know. I'm one of those people who love to learn. I always hated school, but I love to learn. Before the internet, I was at the library a lot, researching things, whatever. I don't know. I believe that these rabbit holes are extremely healthy. Thinking for yourself is extremely healthy. And it's like, it's hard to know who's right and who's wrong. How do you gather, if you don't, you have to keep going and going and going, because you have to figure out, well, where did this information come from? Where did they get this information? Why should I believe them after 60 seconds? It doesn't make sense to me. Like yesterday I said, I'm the type of person who, I like to get opinions from a lot of people. This is why I will get on the internet and I'll just throw out a question to see what people have to say. Now, sometimes when I do it, it's what I call an honest question where I don't know the answer. I mean, like there was one that came up yesterday. This is funny. I did not know, and this was on a baby boomer page that I follow. I'm born to the cusp of baby boomer, and I think it's Generation X, the next one. So I'm kind of like, in between there. So when they do talk about something I could relate to, then I get involved. But if they talk about the older baby boomer stuff, I'm lost there. But they said something about top sheets on beds. Your bedding, the top sheets are becoming obsolete. And I couldn't figure out why. So I posted, because I am the oldest of 17 grandchildren on my dad's side of the family. So I can get the perspective of my younger cousins, like, why is this a thing? Okay. So, even silly things like that, I will put out there because I could not understand it. This is the first I heard of it. But then I will even, just to get people's opinion, things I know the answer to, or things I have a firm opinion and nobody's going to persuade me otherwise, I will put what I call like a false question out there. In other words, I already have the answer. I just want to see what everybody has to say. I do that a lot. In fact, a good friend of mine from high school he was answering the question, and I kind of like pulled him aside in Messenger, and I said, yeah, I already know. I just wanted to see what people would say. I just love doing that. Anyways, but that's how I get information. That's how I feel where people are going and what they think and where did you get this information. I've never heard that one before. But yes, I go down these rabbit holes. I love to investigate. Okay, I've got Scorpio all over my chart. So yes, I love to investigate things. And I do. So I don't agree with this article. You should never, ever just, especially when we're talking information from the top, we want to always make sure we have the correct information, or we research it and we think about it. You could research, and you come up with all this information. But you have to use your discernment and your intuition while you're reading, and your intelligence to discern what you feel is right or wrong. And, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, in this article, it was rather insulting to the population, because what they're insinuating is, well, don't go down rabbit holes. Just believe us because you are too stupid to figure it out yourself. You are too stupid to go down rabbit holes. Just believe what I tell you. You're an idiot. Just listen to me. And I'm so tired of these people either telling all the masses they're too stupid to do something, or taking one group and saying, oh, you can't do it yourself. We'll do it for you. We'll help you. And I love what Ronald Reagan said when I was young. He said, the scariest words are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help, okay? Or we're from the government, we're here to help. They're just scary because they're not there to help, okay? I'm sorry. So never believe that. Never believe the lie that you aren't intelligent enough or you're not capable. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't care if you're born with a mental or, you have learning disabilities, whatever. I don't care. Everybody comes into these lives with something to offer this planet. Good things to offer this planet. Okay? You just got to find what it is, no matter what your situation is. Okay? So let's stop listening to them. Go down that rabbit hole. You want to go down a rabbit hole? Go down the rabbit hole. It's very healthy. Exercise for the mind, for the brain. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be. And make it a joyful one.